This is question corner 19! Yay! So it's been a little while since I've done a question corner video, so I thought I would do one for you guys. So this is from PiercingTheSky, and he asked me, how was the host family experience for you? What were the good points and bad points of a homestay? So some of you might know that I did study abroad in Japan in 2010 for a May term, so only about a month. And during that time, I actually had 3 different homestays, so I'm a pretty good person, I think, to answer this question. When I mentioned my host family, though, I mean the first host family that I had, and they're the ones that I'm the closest to. I love them dearly, 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 dearly. They're sort of like extended family, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's it's more like living with like your cousins and your aunt and uncle. Like it's really like it's like we feel like we're actually family, and I'm not the only one that feels that way. Like I've had this conversation with them before, and like they're all like, yeah, like it's really weird. But the other 2 were very different. Overall, the host family experience was excellent for me. Overall, excellent. However, there are definitely good points and bad points. The good points are that you have the potential to learn a lot of the language and the culture, and if your host family is able to, they can take you like to different locations, and so you can see a lot of Japan or whatever country you're visiting. So that's awesome. That being said, there are definitely host families that you can have, which I've also had experience with, that don't really want to take you anywhere. So yeah, I mean, you sort of get like whatever you get, I guess. The bad points are that you're basically living with these people that you don't know, and sometimes they're kind of weird. So when I studied abroad, I stayed with each host family for about 12 days, 13 days. So with my first host family, I fell in love with them. They were like, by the end, it was like I was a part of their family. So that was what that experience was, and it was absolutely, absolutely, absolutely wonderful. My second host family, I stayed with a friend of mine, and so being at her house was more like an extended sleepover. You know what I mean? Like she was my friend, and I was there with, like, her mom was there, but it didn't really feel like I was part of their family at the end of it, but we all got along really well. I met a lot of her cousins who were also really awesome, but it was more like an extended sleepover. So if you do happen to get along really, really well with like one person in your host family, or if you're staying with a friend that you knew before, like I did, then it'll probably feel like that for you, unless, you know, you happen to, I don't even know what it is that happens, but you just end up a part of their family. So yeah, my third host family was more like staying with a cat lady, like a crazy cat lady who didn't actually have any cats. She just had Hello Kitty figurines, Hello Kitty plastic bags, Hello Kitty chopsticks, Hello Kitty dishes and tableware, everything. Everything was Hello Kitty. And she was kind of like a Hello Kitty hoarder. It was a really, really awkward situation. And we didn't really get along very well, and she kept getting me confused with this girl that she, I guess, had a homestay with her like a few years ago. So she would expect me to be exactly like this Jennifer, and actually would call me Jennifer, and I'm obviously not Jennifer. And like her husband and her daughter were like, yeah, she's not Jennifer, you know, like it's okay, like she can do other things, you know what I mean? Like they got it, but she was kind of crazy, and I think that they all knew that she was crazy. But because she was a housewife, if I were home, you know, like if I didn't, like I finished classes at college at like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 sometimes, and so I would come home and she would be there, and I would have to spend hours with her. And she was the type of person, probably because she was a housewife, that really didn't take me anywhere. Like, there was no tourist anything, like no tourism anything at all. So it was basically just me at their house, miserable for 12 days. And like, I was horrible. It was really, really horrible. Like, the bad side is that you could get stuck with somebody that you can't stand, and you don't really you can't really do anything about it. Like, it's, yeah, that's definitely the number one bad side. And the number one good side is that you could find like another family. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, it's really like flipping a coin, I guess. But I guess not quite so definite as flipping a coin, but there's that middle ground like I had with my second host family, where like you get along really well. We had a really great time, but it just, we didn't become like a family, but we're all friends. And like, I still keep in contact with them. I still like them, you know, everything was great with them. But I really had like a really interesting spectrum with host family experiences. Overall, these experiences are generally really, really good learning experiences. I hope, I really, really hope that like the negative side is like a very, very small percentage. And if you do get the opportunity to have a host family experience, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Especially if you are visiting a country that you've never been to and you want to learn about the culture and the language as fast as you can. Because, you know, having people at home all the time that speak that language is really great. But go in with an open mind. You are living in someone else's house. You are a guest. And if you stay long enough, you're going to be part of their family, and you're going to be expected to, like, you know, bring the dishes in. Just try to be as, like, little of a burden as you can on them. And hopefully you'll have a really, really wonderful experience like I did for 2 out of 3. I'll post a couple of pictures maybe that I have of me and my host family, like my first host family. Because when I say host family, I mean my first wife. Because they were the ones that actually became like a family for me. So thanks for watching. There may or may not be another video this weekend, because I'm going back to Osaka, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know exactly what's going to happen or anything, so if it's really boring, I'm not going to videotape anything. But anyway, so goodbye guys. See you next time. Bye.